So here we have the Canon Kiss X5, also known as the 600D or the Rebel T3i. So I decided to go for the double zoom kit, where you get the body, the 18 to 55mm kit lens, and the 55mm to 250mm kit lens. So I thought these two kit lenses would be a good place to start till I get used to actually using the camera. We've got the 18 to 55mm lens, which I thought would be a good lens. It's got a bit of a zoom to it, also it's a little bit wider at 18mm. Then we've got the 55 to 250mm lens, which I thought would be good to have a really good long zoom there. I don't think I'll be using that too much from the video aspect, but it'd be good for photography and things like that. So I thought it'd be a nice lens to have in the kit. So I was contemplating just buying the body, then going out and buying a more expensive lens, maybe something a bit better than the kit lenses. But I thought I don't really know too much about DSLR photography or even video, so really I don't know what sort of lens to go and buy. So I thought the safer option was to just buy the kit lenses till I actually know what I'm doing, actually know what sort of lens I would like. So why did I go for the Japanese version over the European version of the camera? Well, quite simply just to save a little bit of money. I actually got the camera from digitalrev.com and saved around about £100, maybe a little bit more, so I thought it was a good saving not to pass up. So there's very little difference between the Japanese version and the actual European camera, but throughout this video I'll point a few differences out. So let's open the main box and see what we get. So I decided to buy a second battery just in case, kind of a backup. Thought it might be useful at some point. So here's one of the cons of getting a DSLR from Japan, and that's the Japanese manual. So you don't get an English manual. Now this isn't a major problem because you can get the actual manual online, and it actually comes on a CD as well within the box. So for me, not a big issue, but I know some people would have liked a printed manual. And there you go, you've got instructions on the CD in multiple languages, including English. So if you need to have a look at the instructions, you've got them there. So here we have the software CD with Mac and Windows applications. Quite a lot of different applications on there, which is quite cool. I find it just as easy to download the applications from the Canon website, so you can get the latest versions. But if you were wondering, the applications on here are in multiple languages, so English is covered. So here we have a cable. I assume this is for connecting the camera to the TV, so you can review your videos and pictures. I would much prefer an HDMI cable though, but this is in the box anyway. And here we have a standard USB cable. Also you get a nice Canon strap, the battery you get with the camera, and also you get a charger to charge the battery. Now with this being the Japanese version of the camera, it's actually a Japanese charger, but digitalrev.com actually give you a free adapter, so this kind of solves that problem. So next up we have the lens, very well packed, the 18 to 55mm kit lens. Feels very light, mostly made of plastic, so not the greatest build quality, but you know, adequate. So here's a closer look at the lens. It's obviously got a lens cap to protect the lens from scratches or sticky marks or dust, anything like that. And also on the bottom you've got a cap to protect the bottom of the lens. This lens has manual focusing and also autofocus, so there's a switch there, and image stabilization. You can switch that on or off. This is the actual zoom ring, and we've obviously got the ring at the top for manual focus. So finally, here's the camera. Nicely packaged in bubble wrap, nothing else in the box. So very well packed. You've got the bubble wrap and also this like cloth-like material to protect the camera. And there you go, here's the Kiss X5. So no different to the 600D or the T3i. It's got the swivel out screen, which might come in handy, so I can like take shots from different angles. I also do like self-portraits or video myself for YouTube, so that should come in handy. Unscrew the cap and we can see inside the camera, and we can see the mirror. Plenty of dials and buttons on the camera, so quite a bit to learn there, but that's what you get from a DSLR, plenty of manual controls. So finally, another difference between this camera to the European counterpart is just the branding on the side of the camera. As you can see, it says EOS Kiss X5, where on the European version it would say 600D. And if you live in the States, it would say Rebel T3i. So that was my unboxing of the Kiss X5. I decided to go out and get this camera because of its good picture quality in terms of video and obviously photographs. I've been used to using a Canon H200 HD camcorder, and I've been looking at its performance, and it's been good for the last few years, but I've wanted to kind of upgrade it and get something better. and I felt the only route really I could go was to a DSLR camera, just because they got such a large sensor on them. They're really good in low light and give really good video performance. One con to a DSLR camera is there's no real autofocus in video, so you're kind of stuck with manual controls. But that's kind of a trade-off you get with a DSLR, but the benefits is a really good sensor there, which is going to perform really good in low light and just give really good video quality. Also, you can do things like depth of field with a DSLR in terms of making all the background blurry, which is a nice effect to have in your videos. So I felt this would be a good upgrade from my camcorder. So hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you are looking to get a Canon 600D, I definitely recommend checking out digitalrev.com. You can get the European model, the 600D, or you can get the cheaper Japanese model, which I definitely recommend doing if you want to save a little bit of money. So for continuing coverage on this camera, then be sure to subscribe. Also, like the video if you found it useful. And if you've got any questions, then just drop me a comment below and I'll be sure to answer it. So thanks for watching this video, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.